Hey everybody, welcome back to Road to Top 10, where I take a single team from the very bottom of the Pokemon Showdown ladder and walk it all the way up to the top 10 of the VGC standings. Today, I think we are, 19-4 for the team so far at I think we're 13-33. I think that's our score. If this is your first time, I am Clever Lucky. I am right now on the far side. That might change as these battles go on, but the team's going to stay the same, and so is my icon, so just look for that. First match today against the TJ Crimson. He's got Mega Kangaskhan, he's got Hydreigon, big problem for my team. And if I want to deal with it, I got to use, basically Salamence or Amoonguss to help redirect its stuff away, and he's got Gardevoir there and Rotom Heat, which they kind of threaten that stuff right back. So you're gonna have to be careful in this match. He leaves Rotom Heat and Aegislash right into my Salamence, and I will assume Bisharp because those two go pretty well together. I'm looking, what's the obvious target? Rotom Heat, probably going to protect, but he pulls off a double protect. So I think I tried to get sneaky here. No, I think I went to KO the Rotom Heat because I didn't want it to do damage. But I get sneaky here, and I think, hey, he might switch out Rotom Heat, so let's go get rid of this Aegislash because it looks like I'm going to KO the Rotom Heat. He leaves the Rotom Heat in to take that Rock Slide. It flinches though, so that's good. Aegislash does go down. So, whoo, yes, so far so good. Switch out the Salamence because I want to get that Intimidate up in the future. I don't want to get Power Punched here because Power Punch will knock out my Bisharp. Yep, and he'll go up to +2 and I won't be able to do anything. So I switch out, and that's great. His Will-O-Wisp, even though my Rotom Heat avoided, wouldn't have done anything because I'm Fire as well. I Sucker Punch expecting myself to go down from the Power Up Punch. He overheats me, but Focus Sash activates, putting him at -2. That was just to make sure he didn't Power Up Punch me that turn. Good protect for him that turn. That was a good turn for him, very much so. There's the Hydreigon that I'm so afraid of. This time he Power Punches my Rotom Heat, and I don't go for a Sucker Punch. Instead, I go for an Iron Head to do, some solid damage here. And I go to burn the Kangaskhan just to negate that +2, because I really don't want to deal with +2. His Hydreigon is out on the field, though, and I know his Sucker Punch is faster than my Bisharp. Bisharp's pretty much sunk, honestly, in this scenario, but I am going to double protect here just to get some nice burn damage up on him. And he doesn't go for a Sucker Punch here, which is a little bit surprising to me because I would have gotten off a free Sucker Punch against him on that previous turn. Instead, I go for it now, and I get burnt for it pretty bad. However, Rotom Heat goes for a good old Thunderwall and Hydreigon doing a little bit of damage, but I do that because now I know that my Kangaskhan's return is going to be able to KO it in case, that scenario comes up later. I bring in Salamence though, 1 to minus Kangaskhan's attack, 2 because it'll outspeed and one-shot that Hydreigon with a Draco Meteor. That's cool with me. Kangaskhan comes out with that return. Because of that -1 though, it's still a +1, but because I intimidated that turn, I got it down 1 lower. I was able to survive with. I would have survived with either of those two. That's why I sent in Salamence instead of my own Mega Kangaskhan. So a little pressure was relieved from Rotom Heat. We win that. We go up to 13-47. So that's good. Good news. Good news. Good news. I guess that means the team is like 20-4. Here we are. I'm on the far side again. Look at this team. Look at this guy. Heracross. If that's the Mega, it's going to be next to Tailwind. That's the one way to make that thing viable. Look at those 2, 3 Tailwinders. I'm not sure. Does Zapdos get Tailwind? I don't know. I think it does. But I definitely know Talonflame is a huge abuser of it. So is Noivern. So we're looking at that kind of combo coming up. So how are we going to deal with that? There's the Talonflame. There's the Heracross. Oh, man. He's playing it by the book. I go Bisharp Salamence. I want that Intimidate up. I want to get that Rock Slide on this Talonflame. And I also want to lock down this Heracross with some damage. Because if I damage it a little bit, I can force it out with some Sucker Punches. So I wanted that priority. I want to get rid of this Talonflame, but it's got some bulk to it and it survives. It's actually a Citrus Berry Talonflame. Oh my god. As he protects Heracross. That Tailwind goes up. He goes for a Roost. He's going to go for a close combat, which is really awesome, and I was expecting him to. That's why I didn't Sucker Punch this turn. I wanted him to go minus on the defense. Boom. Rock Slide, and because he's at -1, I didn't attack it. I attacked into the Talonflame, because if it didn't go down, I knew the Assurance would hit the Heracross and finish it off. Well, I guess it will finish it off, because hold on. I don't know what I'm talking about. He's Fighting type. I only get to do so much damage, but at least I got rid of that Talonflame. He is at -1 still though, so we've loosened it up. We've tenderized it. Zapdos was in here. It leaves for Noivern. Discovers that I have leftovers. Probably gonna figure that out soon anyway. I protect here. I don't want to take a really fast close combat. Exactly what he does. And I'm gonna get rid of this Heracross because that close combat was his major way of removing Kangaskhan. His tailwind goes down. He really needs to double into Kangaskhan with a Draco and a Thunderbolt here if he wants to get rid of me. Boom. No damage. There's just no damage from that thing. That Draco barely does 50%. Noivern goes down. What is he gonna do? Can he get rid of Kangaskhan? He can with a big Thunderbolt. However, I gotta Rotom Heat up here against the Zapdos. Now, I just gotta burn this thing and we're gonna be good to go. Of course I miss. That's normal. We all know that. We all know that. I got a little scared there, like, okay, is my leftovers, are they gonna be enough? If he has Roost, am I gonna be able to get the KO? Except, hold on. He's only been Thunderbolting. Why is that? He is absolutely locked into this Thunderbolt. Or at least that was the assumption I drew. I think he's either... I don't know. Is that Specs damage? I mean, I am pretty defensive. I'm not sure if that's Specs damage or not. I know that Thunderbolt doing 45% to Kangaskhan's a pretty decent chunk of damage, so I wouldn't be surprised. But it could just as easily be like Scarf or something. Who cares? The fact that he's locked into that and he can't Roost is definitely ends the game for him because I'm able to protect out and stuff while he's burning. So that's good. That's good. Good news. Good news. Don't forget that Heracross is fighting type. Oops. That boosts us up to 1368. We're up. The following battle is against a guy named, or a female, probably a guy though, named Lord Tequila, looking at a team that was published on Nugget Bridge. So I know what you're gonna do. I mean, it's got this cool grass, fire, ground core. Although the other guy used, or the person on Nugget Bridge used a Ludicolo. And Mr. Mime's gonna fake out. It's got Wide Guard. I know all that. I know that. So he leads Charizard Mr. Mime, which is the very common lead for that team. We got that directly off the article, unless this is the person itself. But I don't know. How much is to know? He goes for a Quick Guard. I don't know why people keep Quick Guarding. I go for Rock Slide. The Charizard will survive, which is fine. It flinches though. I'm gonna get rid of this Mr. Mime. I knew I had the Sash, so if whatever fire move he was gonna do was not a big threat to me, and he forfeits. So that's great. We're 1382. We'll come back and play Ugg. I think this is the second time we faced Ugg. I think we played him once already. I'll lead Salamence Bisharp. So does he. I mean, he leads his Salamence and his Gardevoir. Or not Gardevoir, Gothitelle, which is great, because that's why I wanted to lead Bisharp. I've been fishing for this Gothitelle lead this whole time. He protects because he's not Scarf. I get up a Rock Slide, and if that had hit, I would have gotten the KO here because the Assurance would have done double damage. We would have done so much damage, but nope. Of course, Rock Slide misses. Nah, what? No big deal. No big deal. Sucker Punch that thing, and I know... Well, I used to be faster. I'm not going to be faster anymore because of that stupid paralysis. Fire Blast knocks me down to Sash. No big deal. Rock Slide will finish it off then. And now Bisharp's a big threat to the Gothitelle because I'm faster and I get to knock it out. He really needs to send out something that can stop Bisharp from KOing that Gothitelle, which is probably going to try to Rock Slide soon. He sends out this Mawile, which will work because it's got the priority. It's going to Sucker Punch me to try to keep me from KOing the Trick Room and Gothitelle. Instead, I Sucker Punch him first for damage. He's not going to go for Trick Room. I think he's not because he sees the Amoonguss on my team. So he's trying to avoid it. That was kind of risky of him to do, though, because my Sucker Punch easily could have gotten rid of the Gothitelle, but instead, you know, I avoided his Sucker Punch by Sucker Punching his Mawile that last turn. Now we go down to a Thunderbolt, but not before, you know, we deal some pretty good Assurance damage. Both of these guys go down. Didn't really want them out on the field anyway. I wanted full health switch in for my Rotom Heat and Kangaskhan. And it would be pretty hard for him to come back from this right now because Rotom Heat's going to threaten to one-shot that Mawile. And then I can KO that Rotom Heat. Of course, I miss Will-O-Wisp, and this is why I protected that turn, just because I figured, hey, if I miss an attack, I know he can't do anything to Rotom Heat anyway. I don't want him somehow KOing Kangaskhan and then getting some weird double situation up against Rotom Heat and winning. So I protected there just to be safe, just in case I miss, and of course I miss. So that was a good protect there, and he forfeits the game. That actually boosts us to 1400. We're finally in the 1400s. Woo, woo. So thanks so much for watching, guys. It makes me so happy to see you guys are liking it, and just come back tomorrow. I'll have another video up. Just continue the series as we climb up. We got to be in the 1600s somewhere, so we still got a fair amount of battles to go. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Hope you guys are getting a feel for the team, because it's more fun when you know how the team works a little bit. And yeah, thanks so much for watching.